What's your favorite TV show?
My favorite TV show. Oh my gosh, I like the funniest shows. Like when Shark Week comes on the Discovery Channel, I lose my mind. I love any show on TLC, and I always watch Iron Chef America on Food Network because I feel like it helps me learn how to cook better.
What's the most embarrassing song on your MP3 player?
Everybody always asks about embarrassing songs. I feel like I've downloaded these songs for many reasons at one time in my life. I don't really think any of them are embarrassing. They're just kind of, it's funny that I have some of them. Like I have Mbop by Hanson, which I think is such a great song. I loved it in like 6th grade. I was obsessed. And I have like really funny songs by Emmylou Harris, a really talented country singer that my grandfather was obsessed with, and somehow they got transferred to my iPod as well. So I have that kind of stuff, but I have a lot of great music on my iPod.
Is there a song on the radio right now that you're currently obsessed with?
A song on the radio that I'm obsessed with right now. It's funny, I don't listen to the radio that much. I really like Miley's song, The Climb. I think that's what it's called, The Climb. It's just so beautiful. And when I went to the Hannah Montana premiere, she sang that afterwards, and nobody knew that she was going to do that. And I just really like the lyrics. I think she did a great job with the song. So I really like that one.
If you were a crayon, what color would you be?
If I was a crayon, I would be pink. I love the pink crayon.
Have you ever been starstruck?
Have you ever been starstruck? Yes, I have. I did a guest star spot on 8 Simple Rules, and James Garner was on that show. He played the grandfather. And when I met him, I had, the Notebook was like huge right before I guest starred on the show. And he was sitting outside, and he opened a door for me, and I just remember thinking, oh my gosh, James Garner just opened the door for me. And then I get inside and we're about to shoot a scene and where they're all sitting at a table, and I walked up and he was like, you can take my seat. And I'm like, no, please, sir, please, just stay seated. It's fine. I'll stand. It's not a big deal. I think that I was pretty starstruck at that moment.
Can you describe yourself in 3 words?
Describe myself in 3 words. Texan, number 1. Christian. And grateful.
If you were a superhero, what would your name be, what would your power be, and what would your costume look like?
Oh my gosh. If I was a superhero, what would my name be, what would my costume be like, and what was the other?
What would your power be?
What would my power be? If I was a superhero, I would want to be like Tiftastica or something. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. That just rolled off the tongue, Tiftastica. And I'd want like one of those really awesome Catwoman suits, like the whole like pleather with awesome black boots and like maybe some pink accents or like a rhinestone here or there and like a little like thing. I don't even know what this is, a mask. How can I not know what a mask is? A mask. And my power would be, everybody says to fly, so I don't want to say that. I would want to be able to read people's minds.
That's a good one.
Because I don't think girls will ever really know what goes on in a guy's head, ever.
I think they think the same thing the other way around.
Oh, probably, yeah. But we always know girls are way more intelligent, right?
Definitely.
Yeah.
If there were a soundtrack to your life, what song would have to be on it?
If there were a soundtrack to my life, what song would have to be on? Oh my gosh. There's a song by Bethany Dillon called All I Need. It's a Christian song, and I just love it. It's an up-tempo song. It's super fun, and it's just about, when it comes down to it, God's really all I need to get by. And, being an actress, you struggle a lot. You go through ups and downs of your career, and you get told no more than you get told yes every day, basically. And I just find so much strength from my faith. It's just really important to me, and so I'd have to say Bethany Dillon's song, All I Need. And her voice is absolutely incredible. I could listen to her sing like every minute of the day.
Do you have a favorite band or artist, speaking of music?
Ooh, a favorite band or artist? I have so many favorite bands and artists. I grew up listening to such an array of music. Like, I love AC/DC. I think they're incredible. Michael Jackson is like, look, I'm like choking. He's like incredible. I have no words. The Beatles are like insanely talented. They were just like the greatest group of all time. And then I grew up listening to like CeCe Winans and Amy Grant, Celine Dion, Mariah Carey. I love Reba McEntire. I think that everything that she's done for this business has been great. She's just got such a beautiful personality, and I think I'll cry if I ever get to meet her someday because she's just so incredibly talented and a wonderful person.
Do you have a most embarrassing moment?
A most embarrassing moment. Do I have one or do I have many? Well, I think we all have those embarrassing moments where we trip. And I've had many of those. I remember being at the skating rink for my birthday in first grade, and it was like birthday skate, and there were only 2 people out there, and it was a really cute boy, and I got distracted, and I tripped and fell on my rollerblades, and I was a really fast skater, so it was not a pretty fall. Also, I was singing the national anthem at a Texas A&M Baylor baseball game with like 10,000 people in the crowd, a cappella, and I forgot the words to the national anthem. Mm-hmm. So that was pretty embarrassing. I kept going and finished the song, but I don't know that it gets worse than that. So,
it's like that episode of Hannah Montana.
Yes. Yeah, it's pretty bad.
If you weren't in show business, what would you want to be doing?
If I was not in show business, I would probably be a pediatrician. I have a great love for science. It was always a good subject for me in school. And I just love kids. I'm obsessed with children. I have a nephew that's 4 who I could just like squeeze for days. He's so freaking cute. His name's Colin. And hi, Colin. He probably won't watch this because he's bored. He can't work a computer, but I'll make him. So I'd probably be a pediatrician, or I'd own like a daycare, nursery type of place. So.
Do you have any hidden talents?
Do I have any hidden talents? How many hidden? I don't know if I have. I can make one eye cross. I always do this, but it's like the only thing I can do. Okay, hold on. Let me do it.
Yep.
Okay, and then I can do it the other way too, I think. Is it doing it?
Yep. Wow.
I know, and Madison Riley, who is in Hatching Peach, she plays Cammie, she taught me that. That's when we had downtime between scenes. I learned how to cross one eye at a time.
You learn a lot of stuff in between time. And let's see, can you do any celebrity impressions or like a foreign accent or anything?
Oh, I don't think I'm very good at celebrity impressions, but my best friend Caitlin Tarver can sing like anyone in the world. She can sing like Britney, she can sing like Duffy. She's so talented. I wish she was here because she's so much better at that stuff than me. I don't really have any. I'm sorry, I'm boring.
That's okay. What's something that fans might be surprised to know about you?
Something that fans might be surprised to know about me. That I am not a singer just because I'm on Disney. I think a lot of people have the misconception of, oh, you're on Disney Channel, so they're just going to write music for you and they're going to call you a singer. I actually grew up training and singing and grew up singing with my mom, who is so incredibly talented. She's got a beautiful voice. And singing is actually my first passion. Acting is so much fun, so it's great that it's my job because getting paid to do what you love is so incredible, such a blessing. But singing is something that I've always dreamed of doing. So I just want people out there to know that it's not something I'm just singing along to a track and they're fixing things left and right. I really work really hard to put out a great product, and I hope that people can see that.
What's your favorite place to visit?
My favorite place to visit is Texas. I miss being home so much. I've lived in LA for almost 6 years now. My whole family's in Texas. Tex-Mex food is in Texas. Like, we have the most incredible restaurants in my hometown. Wings and More, Chick-fil-A, Whataburger, Freebirds, any kind of Mexican restaurant. I miss the food. I miss my friends. I miss my family, so I'd say Texas.
If you were a sandwich, what would you call it and what would be on it?
If I was a sandwich, what would I call it? Oh my god, I don't even know. I don't know what I would call it. The Tiff, maybe just the Tiff sandwich, but I would definitely have turkey on it. Have to have turkey and tons of pickles. I'm obsessed with pickles. I have a problem, and there would be ranch dressing, turkey, pickles, and ranch and lettuce. How gross is that? But it sounds so good right now. I could go for some turkey sandwich.
I noticed that pickles are very common in the South. Like everybody loves them.
They are. Have you ever had fried pickles?
I think once.
Insanely
it was very different.
Insanely good.
But I told my friends that you can buy pickles at movie theaters down there, and they just looked at me like I was crazy.
They don't have pickles at movie theaters here.
They don't.
We have huge pickles. They put them in a little bag, and they're like this big, and they're incredible. They're so good. I can't believe you guys don't have them in California. What's up with that?
I don't know. There's a lot of things I need to get.
Yeah, it's weird.
Let's see. Do you have a biggest fear?
Do I have a biggest fear? I think a lot of people fear failure. So that's probably always in the back of your head. You want to be the best of the best. You know, I do, at least. I was raised, my grandfather would always say, run the race to win it, not to just be a part of it. And if you don't win, then run it again. So, so I strive to be great. But I have a fear of people not really knowing who I really am. You know, I don't ever want people to think I'm fake. I just try to be myself, you know, and try to be honest and try to put my best foot forward all the time. I think the judgment is really hard. I think it's hard to be judged by people and see mean comments that people write, and it's sad because it's like I don't understand why people would say those things when they don't really know you. So I think the judgment, the harsh judgment of others is probably a fear of everyone in the industry sometimes.
And like, how do you handle reading all that like gossip?
I don't read it anymore. I used to read it at the beginning of the show when it came out and stuff, and all my friends were like, "Don't do it," and I was like, "I won't." Click, click. Like I just didn't listen. You just have to realize that some people don't know you and they are judging off a certain thing, and maybe you did come off the wrong way. I mean, nobody's perfect. We all make mistakes. We all have bad days. We all rub people the wrong way sometimes. But you just have to shrug it off and say, they don't really know me, and I hope to meet them one day and make a better impression on them, and if I've ever offended anyone or been rude, I am so sorry. It was never my intention. And then other people, I think, some people are just mean. I mean, some of the things that they say about my friends who are in the industry are they're just not nice. And I don't know, all you can do is just hope that they'll see the real you at some point and realize that those things are just unnecessary and unwarranted.
You could be a character from any Disney animated movie. Who would you want to be?
Oh my gosh, if I could be a character from any Disney animated movie, I would be Aurora from Sleeping Beauty, because I think that she's absolutely beautiful, and I love the song Once Upon a Dream. I think that's what it's called. I know you, I walked with you. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I love her.
Okay. And do you have any advice for upcoming actors or singers?
Advice for upcoming actors and singers. Don't let the word no turn you away from your dreams. Just keep at it. It's a tough industry. It's tough to get somebody to want you to be on their show and stuff like that, but get in as many classes as you can. You can never practice too much. And just make sure that it's really what you want to do. It's a huge financial commitment. I mean, it costs a lot of money. You got to get the headshots, you got to get the acting coach, you got to get the manager and the agent, which don't cost you money unless you make money at all. But it's just a big commitment, so just make sure that that's what you really want to do, and if you're going to do it, give it everything you have.